We can make love night, and I don't make promises, cause I know my heart gets weak. Oh yeah. When I get around you, girl, it makes it hard to keep. Cause you bring out the best, you make me the man. God knows I'm proud to be, baby. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
I'm just spitting. Yeah, I'm just spitting. I'm just spitting. This shit have been on my mind for quite some time. I gotta put the shit on the line. I'm just spitting. Yeah, I'm just spitting.
All right. Hey, thanks, and welcome back.
Y'all know Black China got baptized.
Yeah, Associate got rid of all her stuff.
Y'all. Yeah,
thank you for your time.
Hey,
yeah,
thank you for your time, man. We really appreciate it.
OnlyFans too. How you get rid of that? Fuck that. I would have got baptized.
You made your money and get the hell out.
That goddamn.
You know when you make your money and get out the game.
Hey, nah.
I don't think she was gonna get robbed or nothing. It wasn't like the dope game.
Then you figured like she made enough.
And then now you can go do something that I ain't gotta show my ass up. Maybe that's not what she wanted to do with her life.
No, that's what she got baptized and shit. So that's cool.
Maybe she'll go back and do it afterwards.
Hey,
okay.
Thanks again.
Welcome back.
Welcome to Dropping Dymes, man. My name is Byron.
I'm Wallace, man.
I'm Brandon. Yeah. Shout out to Black China.
And we are here to tell our truth. After we snitch.
And we dropping dimes, man. We just here to drop a few dimes off. Leave a few dimes on the table, on the ground, or somewhere around
one of them.
So, man, we appreciate y'all being here, man. We appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time, letting us in a little bit of your space. We just appreciate y'all, man. We really do appreciate you. Thanks again. Continue to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend
about your friends,
so we can all be friends.
And hopefully you enjoyed last episode too.
Man. Yeah. Like if y'all ain't check it out, man, go back and check it out, man. It was kinks and fetishes. I feel like it was a good talk.
If you just need a laugh in your life,
we've heard
that's the one.
We've heard some different things, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, I feel like it was a good talk. It was a good opener, you know what I'm saying? For you and your friends to talk about, open y'all conversation up about what your fetishes may be, what some things that you may enjoy that everybody else may not even think about. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of what it was.
Conversation to
if
your
you like
bedroom.
Thumb in your ass, it's okay. That's what you like.
Your ass.
Just talk about it.
There's something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But
brush your teeth before you talk.
Or not. That might be one of their fetishes.
Walk around with boo-boo breath. So here we go. It's another good conversation, man. Like we said, the month of March, there's gonna be fairly intimate conversations. All of them ain't gonna be kinks and fetishes. All of them ain't gonna be if you like a thumb in your butt. But I do definitely feel like this one is another good one. What was that?
Oh shit, you told me. Now it's masculinity and femininity coexisting. Those two type of energies living together in a safe space. Which actually
gender roles.
Same thing. Okay. Gender roles.
Well, that was the subtitle there. That's what I focused
Gender
on.
roles. Masculinity and femininity
coexisting
in the same space. I just wanted to make sure you was with us. I just wanted to make sure you was with us.
Look at his book. You know he would have. That nigga got Genesis.
I got gender roles
right
in the corner. I forgot about it.
Sorry, man. Hey, it's a nice hat too.
Appreciate it, brother. We'll see if we can get.
I don't see us with one, but you know that's beside the point.
I actually had called him out as soon as he walked into the studio.
Beside the point. Yeah,
hey, I'm just trying stuff, man. Prototyping, and then maybe you'll get one after that.
It's funny you only get one prototype, but hey,
time.
So
only got one check. That's all.
How much that hat was?
This one?
Yeah,
more than you gave me.
Shit, yeah, I'm sure.
We can talk about it offline.
Nah,
because I don't want to tell you that price, and they think they gonna get that price.
They not. They know how this shit go.
All right, we'll talk.
All right.
So now that we here, thanks for we back.
We back.
We are.
We back. But gender roles, man. We want to talk about gender roles, and of course, because we having a sexual conversation, we'll keep it in context, but we're also gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna step off into gender roles. Period. Like we just said, it's gender roles, but how masculinity and femininity coexist in the same spaces, in a safe space too. So when we talked about it initially, man, I think Brandon said he had a talk at work with some of his coworkers about it, and he was like, it was a good talk. And as soon as he said it, I felt like it could be definitely like a really dope topic.
What did that conversation? How did it go? Like, what generated the thought that it would be good for us?
Well, I was quiet at first because shit usually don't go well in those instances. So I was like, I was staying out of this because it's Women's Appreciation Month, and so they was talking about that, and they was just giving like their different takes on gender roles, and do they still exist in your home? What changed? Did you learn from it? Should there be gender roles? You know what I mean?
Men and women talking, or just women?
I was the only,
and all the men listening.
There was 2 men in there, and the rest were women. So I was just listening.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah. I was listening mostly. So, but yeah, it was a cool topic. So I was like, this would be cool to bring on here, to see what the guys think about this. So, but yeah, I learned a little bit.
As we get through this, I'd like to hear some of the perspectives that they threw at you that might have been kind of interesting to hear.
I'm definitely gonna give you one that I ain't even think about when you think of gender roles. So, yeah.
Well, shit, we
want it now?
Yeah.
Well, just with kids, raising kids. Like when I was thinking gender roles, I'm just thinking, you as an adult and what the wife do or what the husband do, boyfriend does or the girlfriend does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never thought about the gender roles when it came to kids. Like they brought up who said pink was for girls. You know what I mean? Like that's not, pink just don't have to be for girls. And I thought about that. I was like, damn, you're right. And they brought up little girls playing with footballs or the little boys playing with kitchen sets and shit. And we brought that up on some podcasts before. And like I said, I didn't think about that part of gender roles and how raising your kids into certain gender roles, you know what I mean, could affect them as you get older. So they were just saying they was eliminating that because a lot of them were Asian Pacific descent or whatever, and they were giving that their upbringing, and it was real strict. Yeah. So to me, I was like, shit, that sounds like y'all black, goddamn. Like, like honestly, it was like literally the same shit, kind of, but this was a little more stricter. But it was like it was kind of the same concept, and I'm like, damn, we kind of really all are alike.
Experience something like that.
Yeah, and a quick example before we get into it. One of the women there, she's Asian, but she married a black guy, and she was like, went to his house, his auntie's house. He loved his aunt, so we went over there. I remember the first time going over there. She was like, Aunt Ruby. What's her name? I was like, oh shit, Aunt Ruby. I ain't play with her ass. I just felt it. Right? She was like, so everybody was up, fixing plates and stuff like that. And she was chilling. And she was like, Aunt Ruby came over there and was like, what are you doing? Why you ain't fixing his plate? And she was like, I was just looking like, oh, well, I was just about to. You know what I mean? Kind of shit. And I was like, oh,
she felt the energy.
She was like, you know, she was like, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Shit, I just didn't know. You know what I mean? So, little shit like that as far as gender roles, you know what I mean? That could be, in that category or whatever. But it was interesting.
What popped in your head, like at the crib, gender roles? Like, I know everybody hears the word and then you internalize it in your own space. What does it mean to you?
So to me, I basically had to say I had to unlearn a lot of shit, right? Because gender roles aren't necessarily like talked about. They just kind of happen, right? Yeah. Like in my house, shit, my mom, she kind of like she held the house down, right? Like it's 3 boys and my dad, bro. We didn't have to clean up.
Shit, a lot of help turning it up. Not a whole lot of help picking it up.
Exactly, but she didn't ask for it. It's like boys go outside, and it's kind of what women do. Wasn't never said, but that's just kind of how it was.
Yeah,
like we'll vacuum and little shit every once in a while. But my mom used to iron our school clothes every morning. Every morning, bro. Like, you know, she was a cooking mom. Like, it wasn't no out to eat all the time. She cooked, she cleaned, like she just did everything. Like we did outside work, right? She washed the clothes, all that stuff. So growing up, it kind of, you know, fucks you up. And one lady also brought up that her boys do everything, and I said that's good because they won't be fucked up like me. Like, you know what I mean? Because I didn't grow up doing that, but now getting into a relationship, I had to kind of adjust to that, and I still fuck up today. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But I think that's something like now I instill that in my son. Like, well, no, you know, everybody should do this or everybody should be able to do that. You know what I mean? But it's still certain things with gender roles that I feel I ain't gonna say women shouldn't do, but women shouldn't do.
That's what I was gonna say, because like it's certain things that, and this is me playing my little devil's advocate, but some people say that.
Terrible fucking devil.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Some people say that like, all right, cool, you need to help out everything in the house, but my wife don't need to be cutting the grass. My wife shouldn't have to take the trash out. It's certain things that I shouldn't want her to have to do or she shouldn't do. But what are those things in the house that I shouldn't have to do?
But see, that's where it gets tricky. Exactly. I don't know that part. I don't think we have that part.
Yeah.
You know, and in the meeting, like I said, I was quiet, but they brought up a lot. I think women have to conform to all this and all that. And I'm sitting back thinking like...
Women saying that?
Yeah. And I'm just sitting back like, in my head, like, oh, no, because if you brought up, well, you should do the dishes. You should help me with the dishes. It shouldn't be no one person doing this. It shouldn't be no one person washing the clothes. It shouldn't be no one person cooking. It shouldn't be no one person, whatever, in the house. You're right. So we both, I'm going to cut the front and you cut the back.
Right.
I'm going to take the trash out this week. You take it out next week.
Yeah.
How you think that's going to go in my house? Shit.
Yeah.
How you think that's going to go in your house? Shit.
I already know.
Men. How you think that's going to go in your house? Like, it's not going to work, right? So it's not going to be the same. But they can definitely tell us about ourselves in the house.
Yeah.
And we
I think part of it is because in the house we all use it. We all touch it. But outside, unless they got a garden, they'll go garden in that little one space. But to manicure and maintain, it kind of falls on us. Whether we do it or we pay somebody to do it. We just got to make sure it's taken care of.
And if I don't, and which is why I bought a lawnmower and I cut the grass.
Yeah.
And she wanted this, and that done. I just, you know what? Now I hire somebody. Now it's, well, why you ain't call them yesterday? God damn it. You know what I mean?
So I think a piece of it is the consistency of it. Like, you got to clean the dishes at least every other day. You got to make the bed up at least 2 or 3 times a week. I might cut the grass once every other week. I might take her outside. Yeah. And the visual, it don't match up. But honestly, it might take me 3 hours to do everything I got to do outside when it takes us 20 minutes to do this one thing, 20 minutes to do this, and we sharing that. Like, that's part of the discussion.
But see, I think as men sometimes, like, I don't even want her doing that. Like,
I don't want her doing it either.
If she bring the trash can like in to the house, you know what I mean? I have to say, no, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because you know that you don't have to do that. But I don't know.
Oh, nah. I mean, it's definitely a deep conversation that each household, each relationship, each situation has to discuss.
I think what you just said right there.
Yeah.
Because I've dated women who were single for a certain amount of time and they own homes, right?
Right.
And they actually got to a place where they didn't mind cutting grass, right? So I remember staying at her house, and when I got up, she was like, "Oh, I'm about to go ahead and cut the grass." I was like, "Oh, well, I'll cut the grass." She was like, "Well, you can help me," and I was like,
"Yeah,
or I can do it." And she was like, "Or you can help me because this is my house." So I understood that. So I don't doubt for a second that if she and I had decided to be one household, that she would have not helped me.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't want her to, I think she still would have been a part of it. And it's not to say she didn't know what she was doing or anything like that. I think she just, like, it kind of goes back to the pride thing, right? Like, if I'm pulling up to the house and I see the grass, because it's like, man, me and my partner did that. Or I did that. You know, like for me, is when I pull up at my crib, it's like, man, I did a good job with the yard.
So I'm sure it probably plays the same thing in her head. Like, we did a real good job with the yard. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I never thought of, and you just saying that is like how she probably feels when I help her with the dishes, because the few times that my wife has helped me in the yard, because I used to hate when she come out there and be like, I want this to do, I want that. I'm like, well, you need to bring your ass out here and help some. But the time that she has come out there and help, like yesterday she was out there trying to clean the area we about to start digging in. And I was like, it's kind of dope to have your partner out there putting in the sweat. So she probably feels the same way when I
with the stuff
help with
inside the house.
with the dishes, when I help with cleaning. Like I actually like cleaning the kitchen, to be honest. That's like one of my therapeutic sessions.
I'll pay somebody to come clean my fucking kitchen.
And I'll pay somebody to come clean my bathroom. I can't stand cleaning the bathroom.
I'll clean a bathroom. I think because I spend so much time in my bathroom, like I take a pride sense in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I go, like, I know I'm gonna shave twice a week.
Jacking it big.
I live by myself. I might have jacked my dick right where you're sitting.
You probably did.
Right. So I'm gonna shave 2 times a week. I normally take 2 showers in there a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm because of how much time I'm gonna spend, and because I did my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
I think that's
Things
the
you
big,
take pride in.
yeah, like, so because I know where that motherfucker was when I first moved in here and how it is now, it's like for me to go in there and clean it up just is my reminder. Like, you did a good job on your bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think my bathroom and like my room and shit, like you were talking about making up the bed, shit like that, like that plays a part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my kitchen, I like, bruh, not to say I hate it, but washing dish, I think it's because my mom was like, go in there and wash the dishes. And I was like, we got a dishwasher. She was like, I got 4 of them.
Yeah.
He's like,
shit.
so why did you buy one?
Exactly.
Why did you look for a house that had a dishwasher?
She needed the intermediate from the sink to the dishwasher. That's you.
Right. Lame. But so I think that it was like, now it's just traumatic.
Yeah, I think
Like, I don't even want to go in. Like, go in there and wash some dishes.
I hate that shit too.
Like, I probably wash dishes right before y'all get here.
appreciate you. I think I kind of like
them, but
I
no,
like
I got you.
mindless. I like mindless progressive shit. Like going to cut the grass. I can just zone out. I can listen to something. I can just be in my own space, and then something actually is completed. I can put my headphones on, do the dishes, clean the floor, clean the countertops, and everything is progress. But I ain't really had to like think through nothing. I can just be. It's when I gotta goddamn focus and think how this is gonna process. I be like, bro, I don't want to do all that shit right now. I'm at home. That's when I get in trouble.
I think the one thing about like kitchens and clean up living rooms and shit like that is because things can change, right? And I think like in your yard, that tree gonna be there. You got the edge, your driveway, because your driveway gonna be there. In your kitchen, you start moving shit around. You like, damn, I should just put this on this side because that make more sense. Now you starting to think how you can change stuff. Now you spending more time in there. You know what I'm saying? And then now, because it's you and someone else, it's not like you could just be like, oh, because I like it like this. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all got wives. So any decision that's made is a decision that's made for a group.
That's funny. You can get fussed at for putting something up.
Yeah, like
it's just not
like, you know, I be using that every other day, and you like,
no,
I didn't know anything actually, but yeah, I think that's that can kind of throw off the situation.
I think y'all can see that we touched something that touched us, so we can get back to it.
But also, it's a lot of stuff. Like my question was, what did you unlearn? You know, from gender roles, and that was one of them. I had to unlearn that shit. The woman gonna do, you know, everything in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I see. For me, like growing up, both I remember seeing both my parents in the kitchen, whether cooking, cleaning, or whatever. I seen both my parents. My mother never cut the grass. She never took the trash out. But everything in the house, I saw both of them doing it. So in my mind, and it was more so like, take care of what you mess up. So if you go in this space, you mess it up, take care of it. My pops would go in there, cook for everybody, clean it up. My mother should cook for everybody when she had kids, and we clean it up. But it's the whole unity, collective doing the work.
yeah, we didn't clean up no kitchens and shit after my mama cooked.
Oh yeah, my mom was like,
just
get out of
come
bed.
eat and shit after. That was it. Like
Yeah.
we either throw our plate away, or put it in the goddamn, the sink or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just, I don't know. She yeah.
Did your wife, did she have the same mindset before you got married about gender roles? Like, I'm gonna take care of everything in this house, or did she just adapt to how
It was really just like not spoken. So when it was just us, she was just pretty much, handling the house type shit. Cause it was just us. But we got kids, that tag team shit had to come in. Cause it becomes frustrating and all that shit. So I get it. And like I said, also, like when you do help, like you said, shit, it helps you later. You know what I mean? So you take something off of them, they take something off of you.
That's what the book say.
That's how it's supposed to go, right?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go.
But it ain't like that for everybody. But yeah, gender roles. I think you need them though.
I mean, man,
Yeah.
I think, like for me, and it's different. It's different for all of us, clearly, right?
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's even more different because I had an opportunity to see like what you described, but also what you described, and then I got to see my mom do it by herself, right? So like we picked up a lot of the slack. You know what I'm saying? Like we picked up a lot of slack, but also, I'm glad that it happened that way because when I left the house, like I don't feel like I lacked or just needed a woman to come in to do stuff for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I know dudes who like women who like start dating dudes. They like, yeah, nigga was like just wash all his clothes in one load. I was like, what do you mean one load?
Yeah.
Like, everything together? You're like, yeah. And then I've dated women who came to my house and be like, oh, you just don't even need a woman, do you? And I'd be like, yeah, like what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like you got shit together. I'm like, oh, like adult shit? Like this is adulting in my, you know what I'm saying? It's just in my opinion.
But
like,
that's how a lot of people are raised. It's like the man is supposed to do this and lack this, and the woman's supposed to do this and lack this.
yeah,
You come together,
and be a whole.
supposedly.
Yeah, but I feel like, in my opinion, in my mind, for some reason, I feel like you should come in as a whole already, so that when your whole and your whole come together, like now y'all just like superheroes type shit.
I think your mind works very well.
And I think that's women though. Anyway, like women are super fucking heroes, dog. Like they just good at the shit. Like they also brought up.
They had to care.
They also brought up like when seeing a man at the grocery store or something with his kids, everybody want to applaud him. Or seeing him change a diaper, everybody applaud him. But it's like
do that
women do it all the
the
time.
time.
I was like, cause y'all are just good. Like y'all make that shit just look fucking effortless.
Man,
us, we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
I always say that women are raised, boys are loved. So little boys, you can do whatever you want. You can have fun. You can go play, get dirty. And everybody gonna love you and celebrate you when you step in the house. They're gonna feed you what you want to eat. But a little girl, she gets raised. This is how you take care of the house. This is how you raise a baby. Get a baby doll.
I think they just adapt though too though. Like even if they don't, it's just in them. Like they're just were born to be nurturers, bro. Like
For sure.
it's just what's in them.
It's God's fault.
Bro, I'm gonna be
not
honest
a fault.
though. Like I can honestly say I feel like I was a nurturer too though.
Yeah.
Like even as a little kid, like I remember like one of my female best friend, like I remember seeing her, like her ankle got caught in the back tire on a spoke on a bike, right? She was standing up on a peg and her shoestring got pulled into the tire.
And you ripped the tire apart.
No, hell no. I like she was crying. I picked her up. Like I was like, no, it's gonna be okay. Like I remember talking to her like, hey, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Stop crying. And I'm running her to her house. And like her dad was like, where the hell y'all came from? I was like, around the street. He was like, what?
Yeah.
But because it was like in my mind, like I don't want you to cry. You know what I'm saying?
But is that nurturing or is that just you being a man
superhero.
and helping a woman?
So I think we don't look at nurturing the way that we should, because nurturing, in my mind, is doing whatever it takes to solve a problem or try to say helping someone.
Nah, that shit different. That shit different. It's a
I
feeling.
think nurturing becomes because over time.
It's a
like
feeling.
Yours, that was instantaneous and it was a great act.
Yeah.
But to me, that's a caring act. But nurturing is like every day,
it's a different feeling.
every step of the way, I'm gonna be supporting. I think you probably adapted early because you had to.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like that was like the beginning for me.
Yeah.
But I feel like I never really stepped out of that role. Like, even when I was at my shittiest moment in life, I still, in my mind, had like a nurture. Yeah, I was a fucked up human being. And
But you
even
probably had a 2-year-old then.
yeah, and even in that time, like, as fucked up as I was to everybody else out there, I was still coming home, making sure this nigga diaper was changed. Make sure, like, bro, I had a time when that nigga, I forgot to feed him.
Yeah.
Like, early when I first got him. And I was like, damn, oh shit, have you ate? That nigga was like,
But I think that's kind of what Brandon is saying. Is like, we don't do that until we have to. Like, when he had kids, it changed. Like, oh shit, I might actually have to do a little bit more to help this unit, this family. Until we're forced to, and like I said, you at an early age were shown that I have to be more.
Yeah.
Even the fact that when your parents split, you had to step in and kind of help your mother in a sense. But like, you taking on your nephew. But until we have to, we don't. And that'd be some of the issues. Like, right now, you got to be a man, you got to be a father, you got to nurture this family when I've never had to.
yeah, but man, let me tell you, I feel like we don't, like, with kids, like little boys, because like you said, with the little girls, like, you give them a baby doll, right? And I'm gonna tell you how crazy it is. You be like, if you see your like little girls, they be walking around, you be like, where the doll at? They be like, oh, I lost my baby. Yep. And they go back and find their baby. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, your son out there just catching long balls or getting hit in the head by long balls.
Take,
you know what I'm saying?
Figures heads off.
Right. And your dog, like, she in there flipping pancakes. That's
on her easy bake.
Yeah, on her little easy bake oven. Yeah. Like, and I think like it's we're teaching them so much. Like you don't even realize that you're teaching them as much as you are, because you're teaching her how to multitask.
For sure.
And like, and with little boys, you tell them, like, concentrate on this and be really good at this, right? So you tell them, like, don't multitask, be really good at one thing, and then grow into that and just get better and better and better, right? We teach them to, like, now you have to learn how to take care of a household, right? And your son walk through the house, knocking shit off tables and shit like that, and you tell your daughter
to pick it up.
Go pick that up, because your brother crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we. Not only are we teaching them to be nurturing, but we're also telling them, like, you're going to have to clean up behind this at some point, behind a man, in whatever capacity you go into this relationship with them.
Do you feel like the mindset that we're discussing should have evolved through time as relationship seems to have? Because there was a time when a woman was probably at home most of the day, and it was her job to clean the house, cook the food, and the daughter was raised because that's what's going to be her life. But then as women evolved, and look, the multitasking abilities that you just described gave them opportunities outside of the house to be businesswomen, to be successful in the world, to bring in money that can help sustain this family. But now I'm still working off a mindset that was in the 1940s, when now we're in 2023, and she can do as much as I can outside of this house.
Yeah.
So,
okay, go ahead.
In my opinion, I feel like, and this from a single nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I think the gender roles do have to become blurred a little bit, because if you're going to take life to a place where it becomes almost, for lack of a better term, unaffordable for a man to just take care of everything.
Right.
If it's going to become unaffordable, and now your wife has to go out into the world and make money as well, then if we're going to both do that, then we both have to do something at the house. Yeah. And it ain't just me cutting the grass and making sure niggas ain't breaking in and shit like that. Like, you're going to have to cook a meal. You're going to have to wash some dishes. You have to do something, because your wife is literally bringing in possibly as much money as you are or more, right? So you're going to, like, we have to blur these lines, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being rich. That's just my thoughts.
What if she work at home?
And from somebody that worked from home, I don't think, like, people hear that and they think you just got time to do a whole bunch of shit. But when I work from home, I did more work from home than I do at work. Like, when I'm at work, people come over like, man, what you did last night? Oh, man, let me tell you. Crazy shit, blah, blah, blah. So now you're talking, right? You're not working. When you at home, you might walk away from your computer a little bit, but when you get back to that motherfucker, you're trying to make up for the little time that you left. You know what I'm saying? So I think people think, oh, because you're working from home, now you can go put a whole meal on, prep a whole meal and cook.
Yeah, that work from home shit don't mean nothing. Cause
That-
I was thinking the same thing because my wife worked from home.
Yeah.
And I stayed home one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, shit.
Right. Like you Zoom meeting.
Man, she put on the front.
Still responsible for the shit that you got to do.
Listen,
It'd be a whole bunch of shit, man.
Day. Then the kids came home. She's still on the Zoom call. So she a whole bunch of this shit.
and keeping them out the camera.
Yeah. All kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I got to see that. So
I think there's so the one thing that always harps on me is like, all right, I get up, let's just say 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I get out, I get on, I have a whole commute. I know for a fact that by the time I get to work and have worked 3 hours, somebody's just waking up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. I'm with
2
you.
hours, 2 hours.
All right.
So, and if it was that important to have the dishes clean, take the commute time that you would have had going to work, do the dishes, or marinate the chicken.
You're absolutely correct.
I'm just saying those are opportunities. Yeah, of course I want to come home and do my part, but at the same time, you don't have to leave the house. You have extra time. Those times where, and I know some days are more hectic than others, and there are days where you can't get off from meeting. But there's times where like, I ain't got shit to do, but I'm gonna sit around and watch TV. I can't do that at work.
Or take a nap.
So I'm just saying, like, that's got to be in the conversation. I understand. Look, you work.
Yeah,
my wife would work till fucking 8 o'clock sometime.
You're right.
But at the same time, if you worked on that commute, just the commute alone, it's opportunity to help something that now I got to come home from a 10-hour, 12-hour day, and I got to be responsible for it. Cool, that's part of what I signed up for. But if I don't have to, thank you.
I got you.
I'm with you. But I think general are necessary though, because it's certain shit that she shouldn't even want me to have to do, and it's certain shit that I don't even want her to have to do. You know what I mean?
Something that she shouldn't want you to have to do?
I don't know. The fuck wrong with this man? This man here crazy.
I wanted
Get you a divorce
on this
on
man.
national
This man here
fucking television.
crazy.
I wanted to hear that one.
No, whatever she decides that moment. Whatever she decides at the time, you know. But I'm just saying, and she does though. Like I can only speak for myself. I can honestly say that shit is not equally done in the house. Right?
I would agree.
Yeah. She holds shit down. But when it's time for me to do it, she expect me to do it. You know what I mean? And I should. So I get it. But like I said, certain roles that I'm gonna take care of that she shouldn't have to.
She shouldn't have
you know
to,
what I mean?
for sure.
Yeah.
Just like when the burglar comes in or the alarm goes off in the car and you gotta wake up and go downstairs by yourself.
Yeah, shit like that.
That's your role.
But no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Hey, sometimes it's not about the quantity, it's about the value.
So they expect, you know, certain shit from a man.
And I expect a meal on my table when I get home.
So should we expect things from women?
I don't.
Should we expect things from them since they expect things from us?
I think we should expect them after we do what Byron said and communicate. I think that where we are now with the blurredness of the money maker, the leader. I mean, the leader of the household might not be as blurred, but like
just a blur, the money maker and the role and the inside the home.
Yeah.
With that, I think we have to communicate and then come to a compromise. It's tough to compromise though, but you have to come to that, and then from there, the expectation can be set. But before that, nah. Unless you goddamn make all the money and she at home all day.
Yeah.
Or she make all the money and you at home all day.
But I see. I don't even think that'll happen because
bro, just
if I make all the money, her ass still gonna want to work, right? Because that's just what it is.
Bro, let me ask y'all this question: what if your wife made enough money to take care of your household? Do you think you could stay at home and be a stay-at-home dad?
Nope.
You?
It's funny. I was and this was very immature. At 16 or 17, I took this girl on a date, and I said that shit. Not really.
Stay-at-home dad.
Because I knew she was like, she goddamn about to go be a fucking doctor and all that. I'm like, yeah, I can stay home and take care of my kids. And I didn't really think about it. I was just young. But now, as an adult, I think I could because of the opportunity to make money at the house. Like the opportunity to create a drop shipping business from the crib. The opportunity to do things virtually from the crib and still bring home to because I want to make sure my value. Yeah, I contribute. My value is contributed.
Your contribution would be making sure
and everything.
Yeah,
I'm talking about my value outside of the house. Like I want to have value to the world I exist in. But yeah, she can bring home all the money. If we got to take the kids to the doctor, I go to the doctor appointment.
She gonna tell you, no, you shut up.
That's when it's different. But I would have to find something that I can contribute to my community. That would be the only way that I could stay home. Okay. And then we'd have to have that discussion about the respect thing.
That's gonna be.
But to me, I think
gonna be tough.
That would be the tough part.
Like honestly, I think if your woman respects you, she'll respect you regardless. Because and I'm gonna just say this. Like I know women who like my old boss on my old job. She probably made 4 times as much money as her husband. Right? She put the money in the account and was like, just be a man with it. Just take care of us. He worked.
Yeah.
But he didn't make as much money. Like, not on the same level, right? So she was like, take care of us. And that was because she respected him regardless, right? She never, like, it wasn't no getting out of line. Like, nigga, I make all the money. I'll put your whole ass out. Nothing like that. I think that's a different type of woman. That's somebody that's disrespectful regardless.
Let's just say in an argument, right? That shit could possibly come up. Because I've seen a motherfucker put their girl through nursing school. Soon as she became a nurse,
so she put her pants on.
And now, getting a little more money. Yeah, that chest started getting out a little bit. Yeah, nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, I make the money around here. He worked and helped her get through where she is, right? For her to make the money for them, and she, bossed up on his ass, and that shit is just like, damn. And that's what tends to happen, man.
Yeah, that's the tough part about it.
To me, I feel like there were hints of lack of respect there anyways. Like, I bet you if he go back, I bet he'd be like, oh yeah, it was that one time when she...
motherfucker was... Yes, daddy, when that money was coming in and going through school.
I mean, just the simple fact that he helped her get through to her dream or the thing that she wanted to do in life, that other shit need to be out the window. You find something else to disrespect me on, but not that. Because the only reason you got a chance to be who you are today is because I went through whatever I had to do for that to happen.
And no matter how you got there, like it still shouldn't be no like.
Yeah, whether I pay for it or not, respect is respect. Man, bro. I feel,
but sometimes in arguments, people forget.
Fuck. You ain't going there with me.
And that's what I'm saying. You can't go there.
To me, I feel like people say shit in arguments that they've been thinking anyways.
I agree.
I agree.
But it wasn't said before.
Because it couldn't be.
Until it's said.
I dated this woman
it's invisible.
that made like quite a bit of money. And she was like, if we had kids, like, would you stay home with the kids? I was like, yeah. Like, I've seen her with kids. I was like, you're terrible. Like, kids don't really like you. That's funny. Nothing.
I think, well, they like my wife, but she goddamn, my son gonna go fall on his head a couple times.
Like,
whenever that happens, it's gonna happen.
And it's gonna happen. Like, babies roll off beds and shit like that.
On her watch.
I just met a lady today who's on my son's football team. He's 4.
Yeah.
Athlete though, like little motherfucker, he gonna be good at whatever he do, and he models, right? Yeah, like a real
superstar.
And so she was like, "Yeah, this is the closest thing I'm gonna get him to football. He's had 3 concussions already." I said, "God damn." Listen,
they ain't put the pads on.
Take him back.
Football gonna be a breeze.
Right. You can take him back now. Bro. We done.
Listen, man, I'm like, shit, what is going on? So she started naming. I'm like, oh, he's just like, he's just a boy, like, but it's like shit because he's little. He just want to do big shit.
Yeah.
I said, God damn, okay.
That video we saw, little man, Batman jumping from the 16th step.
Bro, let me tell you, like one of the things,
3 concussions,
bro. Like
that's tough. That 4.
The shit I had to learn, dog. Was if you see little kids doing some shit that's dangerous, just let them niggas do it.
Yeah.
Because if you say something and you try to stop them, it's going to scare them, and then they kill themselves for real. Like, bro, my nephew and his homeboy had moved the bed and slid the dresser off the wall and the nigga was standing on the dresser, and I wasn't even looking. I wasn't checking for shit. I was just walking past. I saw a nigga. I stopped. I said, "Hey, what you doing?" He was like, "I was about to jump from here onto the bed." I was like, "Go ahead and do it.
Go ahead,
but don't do this shit no more." Like, all right. And he did it, but I was like, I gotta let you see it, because you're gonna hit this bed, and this bed ain't just gonna absorb you. It's gonna bounce off this motherfucker. Yeah, you're gonna hit a wall. You're gonna possibly hit the floor. Whatever you hit, the insurance is gonna cover it. But I gotta let you do it.
We got this new insurance now that they get hurt, they pay us. So go ahead, nigga, do what you want to do. Broke it on that $5,000. Break that
to the crib. I heard this. Y'all know who Jordan Peterson is?
No, I don't know that
Canadian,
nigga. I don't know that nigga.
But he says that you need to let your children do dangerous things carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing it instills in them is to push the limits.
Yeah.
You want to be there for them so they don't fucking die, but you don't want to scare them from pushing the limits of life. So now I completely support that now. I remember one time I was jumping from car to car, and I said, "Mom, look." And as soon as she looked, I jumped off the back of she had a little Eagle, and I jumped off and hit the side of the truck and smacked on the ground.
Damn.
She was like, "That's why I can't let you do nothing." But you got to let kids find where that limit is.
You like you might be a little clumsy too, though.
That's why your routes
Just
ain't that
a little
good.
bit. Yeah, keep a straight face. Keep it straight. You know what that motherfucker said? Last week. He said, "Yeah, his comeback better than yours too." I said,
JD.
I was playing quarterback. I got mad like I'm about to go line up right now.
It ain't had nothing to do with the conversation.
Threw me all the way off.
Yeah, it's all good, man. But yeah.
So
I forgot where we was going with that.
So let me ask you this:
Your
do you
wife
feel like
being good with kids?
Do you feel like do you feel like there are gender roles in the bedroom? Do you feel like you got to be more dominant?
Hell nah, take me.
No,
I told y'all last week. Attack me. I'm cool with it.
You just said scratch up your back.
I said attack me.
And claw your eyes out of some dumb shit.
Yeah,
You saying?
jump on your back and scratch your eyes.
Everything I gotta say gotta be done. That was y'all thing. Swallow my kneecap. That was y'all thing.
Some shit you said that was stupid.
No, I think it should be. I think it should be blurred. Sometimes I should apply the pressure. Sometimes she should. I think sometimes I bring something new. Sometimes she brings something new.
Well,
I want to be the aggressor in the act, but I'm not afraid of her trying to do something. Trying to do most things I'm okay with.
We ain't not trying to fuck with me. So,
that's why we had that discussion about fetishes and kinks.
So gender roles, you do what, you do what's in the realm.
You do what I'm okay with,
and I'm gonna do what's in the realm of the man. Everybody. You know what I mean? But
now because of the way gender roles are. Like it's really said that women shouldn't be aggressive and they shouldn't be the what's the word I'm looking for?
We got the new woman like months here, right?
Like I mean like the woman being the woman.
Y'all gonna hide behind your mic though?
The woman starting starting the session. You know
I don't that's that, man.
Being the I guess
take my dick out. You know what I mean? Be aggressive. Shit. Like, nah. Yeah. I disagree with that.
Yeah, you answer the question.
What part?
Both of them that you asked us.
Do I think I'm dominant. So I don't mind you instigating or starting a session, but I'm probably gonna be
at some point, yeah. We're gonna flip the table.
Yeah, like even in you even in me being submissive, I'm still. It's only
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
There's only so much.
But that's how I go. I don't mind it. I mean, I like it sometimes. Like, show me you want me. You know what I mean? Shit, nah. I don't need to initiate it every time.
Yeah. To me, like you show me, and then I'm like, let's go.
You gonna start it, but you gonna finish it.
Yeah. Like you show me, and then I'm like.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Like the
competition.
No, I said it's like a fight.
Yeah.
No, I don't like to fight. Hell no.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You sure?
Fighting hurt.
I was telling motherfucker that this week. I was like, man, you know what the recovery looks like?
I'm saying? I don't like to.
Think about if you actually, think about you hit the ground during a fight.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh man,
That's the thing people don't think about.
Boy,
You hit other shit.
Yeah, you fuck around here some.
You have you have to get hit. You don't have to, but you probably gonna get hit during the fight, whether you win or lose.
You fuck around and hit some shit that don't move.
Jaw. Like I like to chew regular. Like I ain't got time for that shit.
Like think about like y'all out somewhere. Like you walking back to the car, y'all get into it with some niggas. Y'all run into a car, nigga. That shit hurts. Like them immovable objects, the shit you can't win the battle with. Like we move some couches, you know what I'm saying? Like you bump into some shit hard enough.
Yeah, we be hurt after flag football,
nigga.
The
I
next
think about that shit, dog.
About shit that I didn't even know I hit.
Right here. Like, I ain't even that bad at this shit.
I be sore as fuck out of flag football. So, and I be thinking about this shit. I be like, think about nigga getting hit like 30 times in a real legit football game.
Think national. When we bodying up, like, bro, that shit don't feel good. That's why we be going to sleep so quick.
I be straight.
Man, y'all want to go out and get a drink? I'm going to drink here. In my uniform. I'm going to drink in my uniform.
Nigga, they sleeping in the motherfucker trying to have
one year, Brandon said, wake me up.
Wake me up when y'all go.
I ain't waking his ass.
I don't, bro. I'm asleep. But I don't like to. I just will.
Yeah.
You know. That's all. Man, go ahead, man. He need bullshit. Just go.
So I think basically we all kind of said I feel like we all on the same table a little bit.
Yeah.
I think things have changed, of course, like you said, since the 40s, if we want to look at it like that. But even if we look at it from when our parents or our grandparents, right?
Yeah. That was the 40s for my grandparents.
So
that was the 40s for my grandparents.
They were the grandparents?
Yeah.
So things have definitely changed since then. One, I feel like, man, right now, like with the way, like the cost of living, unless like as a man, you making like a tremendous amount of money.
Yeah.
Like it's really gonna take
300,000.
Yeah, it's gonna take for y'all to do this together. Unless you're really, like, unless you're cool with a fairly moderate lifestyle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
On your lifestyle.
Yeah, it depends on your lifestyle.
The only thing that really, to me, is a major factor is where you want to live, because that creates the environment that you live in. Because you can get the same house in 2 counties over, and it's completely different price.
Yeah,
but you have a different safety environment over here than you do here.
Lifestyle,
for sure. Yeah, what lifestyle are you all right with?
Because I'm sure you could. I could take care of my family with my salary.
Yeah,
but it depends on what we want to eat.
Yeah,
we gonna eat.
Yeah,
it depends on where we want to live. We gonna have a roof. Depends on what car we want to drive. We gonna have a car, but is it gonna be what we got now?
You might not have the Acura. You have to deal with the Honda. Might not have the Infiniti.
You might not have the bike lane.
You probably gonna have the Nissan.
Listen,
now you got potholes.
Listen, bike lanes from potholes is much different.
If we move from where we live to like where my mother stay, man, we be balling. But where we live, tight.
Moderate.
Keep it tight. Yeah.
Moderate.
Keep it tight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I think.
Do we want to get into the masculinity and femininity, or we want to leave that for another one?
We're gonna leave that one.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it actually has enough legs to go.
It does.
To roll.
Yeah.
So y'all know.
So look,
it's coming.
Gender roles, they're blurred. With men,
blurred lines.
Do what you need to do to take some pressure off your lady. Women,
do more, nigga.
Always.
Whatever what he said.
Damn, that shit's up. You always got to do more.
Just do more.
It ain't never enough.
What needs to be done to take something off?
That
your
sounds
man.
awful.
It sounds,
and with that, y'all be able to coexist.
I think it sounds awful. I think if you're doing it and you got the right partner, then they'll make sure you're good.
If both of y'all plan to do more,
yeah,
can't go wrong.
Because I can honestly say
I'm okay with you doing less, but she not.
Like honestly, if you're doing more and she love you like she say she do, she'll still make sure you're good. She'll give you the big piece of chicken, shit like that.
Yeah, she do give me.
And she'll take you get your nails done and your feet done.
I just need my feet.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. She'll do shit like that. If especially when she feels you taking it off of her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because chances are, if you're taking it off of her, it gives her more time to do more for you.
That's the first clip right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
That shit died.
That's how I'm gonna start the episode off with, right there.
Hey,
sound good to me.
As always, we appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for coming through. This was the last of our little March talks.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some shit like this again, man. We're gonna come up with a theme.
It's actually not. We're gonna leak into April with the next talk.
No, this one will stop right at the end of March.
I'm saying, but the next talk is on the same tip.
Is it?
Is it? Is it on the same tip?
We'll see.
We appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming out, man. We love y'all.
Love y'all.
This how I'm feeling